off, put the smoke away, and enjoy the little sweet bees.
I like your hair.
Thank you. But yeah, I haven't seen the queen yet.
So she's in there.
Yeah, she's somewhere. So you kind of brush them in and make sure they're telling their sisters the right place to go, which would be here, not there.
Now let me ask you, if you close the box, if you close up this box, except for the bee entrance.
Close up this one?
Yeah, and leave that one open, will they go from there to that one on their own?
Yes. If I got the queen and the majority of bees in this box, they'll go from there to here.
Oh, okay.
But right now, currently, because I just transferred them from there to here,
Yeah.
her pheromone is still strong on that
I
box.
see.
So it takes a little bit for them to readjust
Right. Wow.
their home, their GPS for home.
There's GPS for home.
Yeah.
And you're like 100% certain the queen's not in here.
Yeah, she might still be in there, so I'm going to close this up a little bit because you want them to be cozy and be like, we could build a home here.
Yeah.
It's not like open and threatening, so I slowly start to close it.
And this is when they're most calm.
Yeah, so it's ironic that people will say, a swarm of bees chased me, and it's like,
Probably
that's the
not.
calmest the bees will ever be.
Wow, that is really interesting. Now, obviously, if you really abuse them, they'll
Yeah,
get
if
aggressive,
you're
right?
squishing them and handling them too rough, they will defend themselves.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
So
That
you
is
have
really
to be
something.
careful, but they fill up on honey before they leave their original hive box.
Oh, that's why.
So they're
all
kind
full of honey.
of fat and sassy.
Fat
Fat and cozy, and so I just keep shaking this till more bees are calling that home. Wait, I think I might have saw her.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, I'm so glad you came out.
Yeah, this is like a special treat.
Right?
It's a very rare, well, I guess not that rare, but
Well, you know what? I think last year maybe I did get swarms, but some years everyone else gets all the swarms, seems like.
and it's too early to tell exactly what kind they are, whether they are
Right.
Artolians or this or that, or the European ones, or
Yeah, and they might be mutts, like local.
because it came out of a managed hive that you're managing, right?
Yeah. So I know
Okay.
they have a lot of Italians, but these don't look Italian. Italians are more of a golden light color, and these are darker.
Right.
But yeah, if I can get enough out of this box, I can close it.
No, this is when they're the most calm, believe it or not. They're the most calm because they're full of honey. This is a very rare thing, Janet.
Well, and they're not defending a hive yet because they don't have babies and resources. So they're like, whatever.
Amy just found this swarm in a tree. And this hive was empty, so she just brought it over. That is so cool.
I know. I'm so glad y'all are out here.
Now, you looked in there, you didn't see the queen.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I think
so it's
she's
like
in here.
99% sure she's
Yeah, and I'll come in a few. I'll probably let them settle in for about a week and then look at some comb and see if the queen's laying.
Right. Now, you know what I could do? I mean, you could leave that upside down, and I could look tomorrow.
Oh, I'll brush them all out.
If the queen is in there, oh, I see.
Yeah,
So you'll
it'll
brush
be
them
okay.
out, and then take that away,
Right,
and
and
then
the
they'll have no
smell's
other
gone.
choice
Option, yeah.
but to come here.
Yeah,
Oh,
their
I
smell
see.
will definitely be here.
Oh, wow. And this was one of the ones you were managing over there, right?
Yeah, so I didn't catch it in time.
Interesting.
So they had swarm cells, and I hadn't checked them in about 2.5 weeks.
Uh-huh.
So these girls got away from me, but I got them. Thankfully,
That is so cool.
I got lucky that
Yeah,
I looked in that tree.
that's really funny.
Yeah.
And the hive that's still there, they're just doing their thing with a new queen.
Yeah, so they're
and,
raising a new queen, and she'll go out on her mating flight soon and
uh-huh.
start the process all over.
Yeah. That is really cool. So
That's
they're gonna
about perfect for them to feel like cozy.
they're gonna love their new home, huh?
Right? Oh, they had so many resources. I had a lot of honey and comb in this box for them, so
Uh-huh.
it was like primed and ready for you ladies.
That's right.
And there's a girl over here, so you can see it looks like a bigger stripe at the end of their abdomen. That's
Uh-huh.
the Nasanov pheromone. And they open up that gland, the Nasanov gland, and fan out that pheromone, and that's their homing pheromone to tell all the other
Oh,
girls
that's what that bee right
that
now
this
is doing?
home. Yeah,
That
that
bee right there?
bee, and these
Ah.
bees, and then there's some even on the entrance.
They got their butt up in the air and they're putting the pheromone out saying this
This
is our
is home. Yeah, so that's always a good
Wow.
sign right here.
A whole
And
bunch of them
slowly
doing
they'll
that.
go from there to here.
A whole bunch of them
See
doing
how
that.
much it's like settled down?
Yeah. And that, like that guy right there, that girl right there.
Yep, yep.
Right?
Mhm.
And that guy's just foraging around, kind of saying,
Yeah,
what's up?
she's like,
What's up
yeah.
here? And that, oh, look at that guy.
Yeah,
look at
she's
her.
really
She's going
sending
crazy.
it out. Yeah.
She's really sending out the news,
She's
huh?
like, yep, I'm digging these new digs.
Yeah. So where's my finger?
So fun. You'll have to send me that, Miner.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Let's see, where's my finger? Okay. There's the one right there, right by my finger. Wow.
And of course, we have a few girls still fanning over here.
Oh, look, they're all kind of congregating around the entrance there.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all doing slightly different things. This guy's scarfing up whatever's on the surface, exploring that. That guy's sending out the message. Look at her. Look at her wings going crazy.
Isn't that cool?
Look at that. Why is she doing that with her wings?
Fanning?
Yeah.
She's fanning out that pheromone.
Oh, the
Yeah.
pheromone. Wow. Fanning out that pheromone. She's doing a great job of it too, isn't she?
Right?
Look at that. This is home, guys. And they can smell it or sense it or taste
They
it,
smell
all of the
it.
above. They smell it.
A lot of their communication is actually done through smell.
And the smell is through the antennas. They pick it up through
There's
the
a
antennas,
carpenter
right?
bee.
Is that, oh, look at that big fat guy.
Hi, carpenter bee.
What's he doing? He just,
She probably smells some of the nectar.
And the carpenter bee is a solitary bee, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she's got a nest someplace and
Yeah, maybe in a log or a tree trunk. Hopefully not someone's fence. Although they don't always do a lot of structural damage.
yeah, there's less of them staying in there now, right? They're kind of getting the message. Those pheromones are working.
They're getting it.
Now, will all the female bees do that, or are there special communicator bees? Or
So I think that's a good question. I think most of the swarm, most of the female worker bees will send off the Nasanov pheromone because that's kind of how they create the order in a swarm.
Now look at that guy. He's doing something. What's he doing, that guy? He's kind of,
I don't know.
Maybe he got himself, he's all full of pollen though, isn't he? Look at him.
No. This one?
Yeah, that guy, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, Minor, the hives I was at, there were a few colonies that looked like they were exposed to some pesticides.
Uh-huh.
And these girls, for the most part, look healthy, but there may be a bee or two that found some
Something really toxic.
wild mustard.
Oh.
Yeah, and they'll.
Now see that guy, that girl right there?
She's old. See how her wings are all tattered?
Right.
And then they look like they don't have stripes because it's the stripes or the fuzzy hairs that cause the coloration.
Right.
So they start looking darker when they lose all the hair. So
she's
she's
old.
just an old lady.
And she's darker, but and it's not really that she's darker, it's that the fuzziness is
Yeah, she's lost a lot of her fuzz.
gone. Which makes the orange stripes.
Exactly.
Wow. That's just the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Right? Yeah, in just a little bit, I'm gonna close this up so they'll start nasonoving more by the
door.
entrance. Yeah, because they're pretty orderly now. It was a little bit of chaos when you came, which is cool to see.
Yeah, right.
And then it quickly
And
turns
what's this
into
guy
order.
doing? What's he doing? He's just checking out the surface, right? He was just
Yeah.
see that guy right there?
She's just checking things out.
Checking it out.
Oh, scoot.
You think they recognize each other as true individuals when they bump and talk to each other and say, oh, that's number 814, or that's
I don't
Susie
think
Q,
so.
or no,
I think they operate so much as a, gosh, what do you call that? One organism?
Oh yeah, like a single
Superorganism?
Superorganism.
There we go. Yeah, I think they do so much so that I don't really think they have that kind of process.
Yeah, right. And
Whether you would call it thinking or sensing, I don't,
Yeah.
They all kind of operate on a more of a macro level. Ooh, I didn't want it to scoot that far. Okay, ladies. You don't have to. You can kind of move them.
Yeah.
Like gently nudge them. Like that. That's how they move each other out of the way. So that's how we move them out of the way. Just a gentle nudge.
I see. So they're really more attuned. So when they're crawling around all on top of each other and under and all that, they're more attuned to the pheromone that they're smelling than they are what they're kind of feeling with their feet or whatever.
Yeah, because you think they're in like a dark cavity. That's where their home is. So a lot of their communication is done through pheromones and smells. Like the queen has a pheromone. It's called the queen mandibular pheromone. That's spread throughout the colony, and then there's the alarm pheromone, like if there's a predator and they react to that. And, all kinds of communication goes on. I think some we don't even know about yet.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it's fascinating.
It is fascinating, huh?
And they can smell better than dogs. I can't remember how many times better they say, but it's quite a bit. I remember feeling very surprised.
And I guess probably, I mean, there's serious research institutes that study these guys, right? They probably have some kind of pheromone meter that can kind of pick up the scent. And
I would love to know that. I don't know, like the amount of it.
If they kind of analyze, if they could.
Right, I would love to see that. I don't know.
You know how you can do like a sugar spectrometer kind of thing, or a spectral analysis, and or sugar
probably
content
like
in plants,
some kind of chemical analysis.
yeah,
in the
some
air.
kind of air thing, and they can.
I'm sure they do.
And then start to kind of map that or whatever, see what kind of patterns.
And it's cool, the alarm pheromone, as a beekeeper, you learn pretty quickly that if you smell bananas, you need to use your smoker a little bit because the alarm pheromone smells like bananas.
Oh, still like bananas.
And everyone's going to start getting a little worked up because someone's sending out that alarm pheromone.
I see. And once one does it, then
it's
the
like a
group
cascading effect.
Yeah.
And same with stings. Once you get a stinger, that has a little alarm pheromone.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to use this one. Fit better. And it's kind of like this cascading effect. So you want to use your smoker or put smoke on a sting or dirt and kind of mask that scent.
Right. Fascinating. This is the coolest thing in the world.
I bet you. Yeah, if you come to the entrance miner, you can see them all nasonobbing over there now.
That's
After
them
closed it.
sticking their butts up, communicating.
Yep. And now that I know none of these are the queen, I can
Look at that guy right there. He's fanning like crazy.
Yeah, and I can send these girls into the air, and they'll smell their sisters instead and start going outside.
Yeah, look at him. Right.
And you look like you're kind of this magic magician.
Yeah, right.
You know, but you're not.
You're just...
It's just bees, you knowing bee behavior and bees doing their bee thing. Which is magical. And look at all that. See? Isn't that cool?
It is magical.
One got in your glasses.
Yeah. I'm stuck in
Sorry
my
about
glasses. Oh, no, that's just... That's amazing. And this is pretty much a full hive, right?
Oh, yeah. This is a full colony. And with the resources in here, they're really well set up.
Right.
That was kind of my consolation prize.
Yeah.
With the bee loss.
Yeah,
last year.
Right.
There's lots of honey, lots of comb. And now lots of bees. So she'll probably take off pretty quickly.
It's amazing. Well, I'll send you this video.
Yeah, that'd be so fun, Liner.
Pretty cool.
I never have people. I always try to video stuff by myself, and it's always pretty sad.
Yeah, right. Right, exactly.
It's like,
because
I can't show
you
you
video
what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly, because I'm doing it, but I can't.
They'll try to prop the phone up and it'll fall, or it's very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing great. They're really settling in. Sometimes you'll try to hive a swarm, and they'll go in and then they'll start leaving. That's never fun.
You mean they'll find a new home and then leave it, or?
Yeah, you'll put them in the hive and they'll be kind of like, oh, no, I don't want to be here. It's like they already had their mind set on another location.
Right.
And I think that's what happens anyways. And so they leave the box you put them in thinking, no, we already found a spot.
And they try to go back to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when the swarm lands on a branch, they start sending out scout bees to find a new home.
Yeah, because that's just a temporary place, right?
Yeah, because they just land on the tree while it's like they're staying at a hotel while they're looking for a homes for sale.
Right.
And there have been times where I think they found a home they wanted, and I was trying to hive them, and they weren't having it.
Yeah.
They had their hearts set on
something else.
another area.
Well, I bet you it's, that process of communication, and it's not the only species. Isn't this how ants communicate too?
Yeah, ants use a lot of pheromones. What else? A lot of social insects, probably termites. Like ants, wasps, and bees are in the order Hymenoptera, so maybe even wasps too. I'm not sure about wasps though. I'm sure they do.
They seem more solitary though, don't
wasps,
they?
Yeah.
Well,
they're eusocial, I think. So they're somewhat social. Because wasps have nests.
Yeah,
but
the
they're
paper.
Not massive.
The paper nest. So there might be 20 or 30 or 40 in a nest, but there's never like 2,000 wasps.
Yeah, and it's like bumblebees. I think they're also called eusocial. I might be using the wrong word, but It's like they're somewhat social, but they're not like ants or honeybees or.
All right. Anything going
They're
on down
home,
here?
Minor.
Are they doing anything unusual? Well,
No.
there's a couple of them still fanning.
They're home.
That guy right there.
They've hung up the welcome.
Right, that
home
guy,
sign.
he's fanning.
Look at
Sitting
my
up the
box,
pheromone.
Minor.
I know there's not a one in
They
there.
hung up the welcome home sign.
That is great. Yeah. And then they'll probably start foraging tonight, right? They'll probably start
Oh, yeah.
start sending some out.
They probably will, yep. Bees are busy. We get to it. There'll probably be a lot of bees cleaning things out the way they want it.
Uh-huh. Right, right.
Because I can't clean a hive like a bee
Yeah, exactly. How many do you think are here? Maybe 4,000 or 5,000?
can. You know what? This is a pretty massive swarm. An average honeybee colony is 60,000 bees.
Uh-huh.
When bees swarm, it's about half the colony. I
Okay.
would say it's 20 to 30,000 bees.
20, 30,000 bees.
Yeah,
That's really something.
a lot.
Did you ever actually see the queen?
I didn't in this one.
Didn't.
I do see the queen sometimes in swarms, but not
Uh-huh.
always. And
Not-
this one was huge, so
Yeah.
I'm not surprised I didn't run into her.
So she's
But-
pretty active then, isn't she? She's
Yeah, but they're so orderly. I feel pretty confident that she's in there.
Uh-huh.
Signing in.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's got to be in there. Because she wouldn't in there, they wouldn't be behaving like this. They'd be doing something
Yeah,
else,
they
right?
still try to stay as a cohesive unit, but it doesn't work as well. When the queen goes somewhere, or this is crazy, if the queen can't fly out of the hive,
Uh-huh.
if her wings damaged or she hasn't lost enough weight yet to go on a flight with the swarm,
Right.
they'll stay with the queen. So,
Uh-huh.
so I'm pretty sure she's in there.
Yeah.
We're good.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
they'll abort a swarm if the queen can't fly.
Right. Right.
It's kind of sad because sometimes they'll fly, you know, and kind of land on the ground nearby because the queen just can't.
Can't make it, huh? For whatever reason,
Yep.
right?
And then they'll kind of crawl and fly back in and
Uh-huh.
rethink, reorganize,
Rethink, yeah.
reassess.
And I guess sometimes the queen can die or
Yeah, and unfortunately, it used to be a more common practice to clip the queen's wings to
Uh-huh.
prevent swarming,
uh-huh.
but you don't see that as much anymore. I honestly haven't heard of anyone having a queen with clipped wings in, gosh, I've been beekeeping 9 years. I think I
Right,
heard
right.
about that maybe the first 2 years I was
Right,
beekeeping,
right.
and I've never seen one. I think I've heard of someone talking about one they saw.
Is that because you'd want to kind of make sure the queen stays in laying eggs and all that stuff?
Yeah, but
that more-
unfortunately, swarm suppression can lead to really high mite loads
Uh-huh.
because they never get that brood break.
Uh-huh.
Because mites reproduce in brood, and so when they're swarming like this hive currently only has mites on the bees. There's no mites on the brood because they have no brood.
Uh-huh.
So they get this nice little break from all those mites
break.
that
Oh, I
reproduce in
see.
the brood cells.
And if the mites are on the bees themselves, are they able to pick them off? Can they
Some bees. So
groom
some,
each other, kind
yeah,
of?
some bees are more hygienic than others, but yeah, they have a better chance of grooming them off of each other. So.
Oh, wow.
And also, if I had my oxalic acid treatment stuff with me right now, it'd be a really great time to get them that.
Uh-huh.
Like I could come by tomorrow, actually. I might do that. Because oxalic acid's an organic acid that kills mites on the bees, but
Uh-huh.
it doesn't permeate the brood. So when you
Oh.
capture a swarm or you get a package of bees, that's a really great time to give them that oxalic acid.
I
And it's
see.
like they have a blank slate as far as the mites go.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we'll see.
Wow.
Yeah, I might do that.
Yeah, they are really calm now. Look at them.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, in fact, there's not even hardly any more of that communication behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody's home. Everybody knows where the home
they're
is.
so settled in, Minor.
That was, yeah, a few minutes they figured out we
That
like
went
this
really
new place.
smooth.
Well, you left them a ton of honey, right? That's part of it.
I'm like, welcome home, ladies.
Yeah, there was honey in
Yeah, I
there.
think she came into contact with something, possibly.
Yeah.
They might know that and keep her out. They'll kick out sick bees, and sick bees will leave on their own will.
Yeah, look at her. Her wings are kind of
Yeah,
fluttering.
her movement is erratic.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what Roundup and insecticides do. It affects their...
yeah, look at that.
I don't know about Roundup, but a lot of insecticides affect an insect's nervous system. So,
Wow.
yeah. Poor lady.
So...
And yeah, this colony might have lucked out, kind of moving out away from whatever
look at her.
that
She's
was.
just kind of shaking like a...
Yeah.
So she's not
And
long.
she's acting like she's trying to clean pollen off of her, but there's no pollen.
Uh-huh. She's kind
Like
of...
there's something on her.
Yeah. And that can infect the rest of them, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be enough on her to have a big impact on these ladies, but...
Wow.
Now she's acting defensive. Huh. They'll like rear their front legs up, and that's a defensive behavior. It's funny.
And then they're defending against what?
Any bees that might not belong, because they all have the same queen pheromone.
Hey!
Any chance I could get you to park over
I
here for a second?
guess I will.
I
You
know
know-
you guys are. How's the bees?
Good.
Did they survive?
No, I think they had really high mite loads going into winter. So these are all new bees.
Okay. Bye, bye. Say bye to Amy. Say bye.